Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we were discuss about the learning outcome of these chapter. What are their outcome? What should be student able to understand from those chapters? So that kind of the discussion we were discuss in our previous lecture, means yesterday's lectures. So today what we are going to discuss, today we are going to describe, we are going to learn the chapter number 1. We are actually starting today as a actual syllabus, that is a chapter number 1. The name of that chapter is a polynuclear and the heteronuclear aromatic compounds. This is the topic's names or chapter's name. The name itself suggests that polynuclear. First of all, let me tell you the meaning of poly. Poly means many and nuclear means nucleus of that particular polynuclear. Poly generally in terms of the cyclic compound, they are polycyclic compound, you can say. Either here is a polynuclear or you can remember just as a word is a polycyclic. Different cycles come together with their proper orientations or the arrangement, so that we can call it as a polycyclic, or you just remember as a polynuclear. Then heteronuclear. Hetero means different. Polycyclic, you might have heard the word polycyclic, or that you can also call it as a homocyclic. Homocyclic compound, generally the cyclic ring is made up of by only carbon atom, means the same carbon atom and the rings are formed. So that type of the compound you can call it as a homocyclic. And if that cycles come together, more than 2 cycles come together, that we can call it as a polycyclic or polynuclear. Means that cyclic compounds are made up of by the same carbon atom, then we can call it as a polycyclic compound or homocyclic compound. Homo means same carbon atom, and hetero means different carbon atoms. Hetero means different atoms. As we know that organic compound is nothing but it deals with the study of carbon atom that contain it deals with the study of compound that contain carbon atom. Why carbon atom? Because that carbon atom has a one unique property. The name of that unique property is a catenation. The meaning of that catenation means to form the chain. And due to that unique property, catenation, millions of organic compounds are known and thousands of the organic compounds are daily synthesizing or prepared in the various research laboratories or in the various institutes where the research are continuously going on. And if you remember, there is a modern long form of the periodic table in inorganic chemistry. Modern long form of the periodic table plays an important role to understand the physical as well as chemical property of that particular element and how that elements are arranged in the collectively in one table. That table is known as a modern long form of the periodic table, and there are 118 elements are known. Out of that, only carbon possess unique property, that is a catenation, and the other element do not show or do not possess such a property, and therefore the limited compounds are available of the other elements, but carbon has a speciality than the other, and that's why And now the word aromatic compounds. The word aromatic compound is a very important. Essentially, aromatic compound or generally the cyclic compound that contain more rings formed by same atom, that is a carbon atom having conjugated double bonds system within the ring are said to be monocyclic aromatic compounds. For example, benzene is the simplest aromatic compound, but benzene, which has the molecular formula C6H6, and all those compounds which resemble benzene in their chemical properties are known as aromatic compounds. The term aromatic means fragrance or aroma. They were called as aromatic compounds. Nowadays, the term aromatic is no longer used in this sense, and it reflects a special type of behavior, the aromatic, which is shown by benzene, and the compound which resemble benzene. So that the word aromatic, the meaning of that we have seen. The simplest molecule is a benzene, as we know that. And why benzene is called as aromatic? Before talking about that aromatic. Let us talk little bit about that nomenclature of benzene derivatives. And as we know that nomenclature of benzene derivatives are done on the basis of substituent and their relative positions. Like other compounds, benzene derivatives are also have common and IUPAC nomenclature system. And you all know nomenclature system means what? Nomenclature means what? The systematic way of giving the name of the organic compound which are synthesized in the laboratories are known as nomenclature system. And generally there are two nomenclature systems are present. Number one is called as a common name system. According to the history of that compound, some of the compound are known by their common names, but common name systems or travel name system becomes, or it has some limitations when the complex molecules are there, then that common name system are not useful, and for that one committee is formulated for naming the organic compound systematically, and that naming system generally known as IUPAC system. If you see what do you mean by IUPAC or the full form of that IUPAC is like this: International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. And there are certain rules, and by knowing that rule we can able to give the correct name of that particular organic compound, whichever compound it is. So similarly, that common name system and the IUPAC system both are used in benzene, because we are discussing the benzene is a aromatic compound. In the introductory part, we are talking little bit about that aromatic compound, and then actually we are going to start that polynuclear and the heteronuclear aromatic compound. So here there are three types of benzene derivatives. We know that derivatives means benzene is a compound. As we know that the structure of benzene, molecular formula just now we have seen C6H6. There are 6 carbon atom and the 6 hydrogen atom, and the structure, it has a cyclic structure. and there are certain criteria for aromatic compound. The compound must be cyclic in nature. Second, it must be, the double bond must be conjugated. And third characteristic of that aromatic compound, it must be planar in nature. And along with that, they must obey Huckel's rule, which is 4n plus 2 pi electron system. Those are fulfilling these criteria and obeying Huckel's rule, that compounds are generally termed as a aromatic compound. And benzene is the simplest and only one compound which possess all these criteria obeying the Huckel's rule, and that's why benzene is a aromatic compound. And all the 6 hydrogen atoms of benzene are identical. And along with that, all 6 hydrogen atoms are identical. One of the hydrogen atom replaced by any group or the substituent you can call, then we will get the monosubstituted derivative. Monosubstituted derivative means all are the 6 hydrogen are identical. By replacing one of the atom, suppose say with chlorine, methyl, ethyl or amine like this, then that compound is generally termed as a monosubstituted benzene. So some monosubstituted benzene derivatives are named by starting the name of the substituent followed by the word benzene. For example, let us say here we are talking about first one, A is a monosubstituted benzene. Monosubstituted benzene. Monosubstituted benzene means we know that the structure of benzene is this one, and one of that hydrogen atom I am replacing by any group. Suppose let us see here is X, and this is called as a monosubstituted benzene in general. So this is a monosubstituted benzene or monosubstituted derivative, this one. If I have taken X is equal to Cl, then here suppose here is a Br, here suppose NH2, let's see here CH3, here OH, NO2, and so on. These are the sum of the compound I have represented over here. Along with, let me draw one more structure over here, CH, CH3, CH3. Another, instead of that X, I can UOCH3. These are the some of the structure which I have drawn on the blackboard. So now all are the monosubstituted benzene. Monosubstituted benzene. So either you can say here is the X monosubstituted, this is a monosubstituted benzene. X you can call it as a substituent. These are the substituent present on every benzene. Replacement of one hydrogen atom with these different substituents. Here let us see, simplest one is a hydrogen atom I have replaced with chlorine atom. While naming, first take the name of the substituent. First name of the substituent. First name of substituent, then followed by the word benzene. Followed by the word benzene, that you should remember. Now here is a chlorine. First name of substituent you can call it as a chloro and benzene. This is known as a chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene. That is a name of this compound. And this is a bromine atom, so you can call it as a bromo. It is a bromobenzene. Then let us see here, NH2 group, we know that amino, so you can call it as a aminobenzene. Aminobenzene, or in bracket I am showing as a common name, it is known as aniline. Common name of this compound is aniline. Now this is a OCH3, methoxy, so we can call it as a methoxybenzene. Methoxybenzene, but the common name of this compound is a anisole. The common name of this compound is a anisole. Now let us look at here. This is a isopropyl benzene. We can call it as isopropyl benzene. But here isopropyl benzene, the common name of this compound is a cumene. The common name of this compound is a cumene, and this is a methyl benzene. The substituent is a methyl, so you can call it as a methyl benzene. And but the common name of this compound is a toluene. This is known as a toluene. And let us see, OH is we generally calling as a hydroxybenzene. This you can call it as a hydroxybenzene. But the common name is known by its common name, that is a phenol. The common name of this compound is a phenol, and this is known as a nitrobenzene. It is known as nitrobenzene. So these are the names we have seen. This is for the common, what we can call it as a, these are the compound where we have seen this one. Now some of the compound monosubstituted benzene derivatives are known by their common names. Just now we have seen, here are the some of the compound which are known by their common names. What are those compounds that we are going to discuss over here. So let us see some of the monosubstituted benzene we have seen over here. But now let me show some of the compound which are known by their common names. Some of the monosubstituted benzene known by their common name. Some monosubstituted benzene, known by their common names. And what are those? Let us see one. Just now we have seen this is one of the hydrogen atom replaced by hydroxy group. This is known as a phenol. You know that. Phenol. Let me draw another structure. Here OCH3. What I did, I replaced hydrogen atom with methyl group. The common name of this compound is anisole. Now let me draw another structure where we have this one NH2. This amino benzene is known by, this is known as a aniline. And one more compound which we have just now seen also, CH3, that is isopropyl amine benzene, is nothing but as a cumene. It is known by cumene. And one more structure which I am representing here is CH3, and this is nothing but as a toluene. This is a toluene. Now another structure which I am representing here, suppose as a COOH, which is known as a benzoic acid. Let us see another structure which I am showing here, C double bond OH. It is nothing but as a benzaldehyde. Let us see one more example which I am showing over here. This one, C double bond O, CH3. It is nothing but as a acetophenone. Let me show another examples over here. Here CH2Cl, which is known as a benzyl chloride. Suppose we have another structure over here, C double bond O, this one. This is known as a benzophenone. So these are the different molecules which I have drawn over here, how they are known by their common names. So remember, these are the some of the compound which I have drawn over here, and all are the compound which are known by their common names. Then one more structure let me draw over here, this one, CN. This is a benzonitrile. This is known as a benzonitrile. So these are the compound which I have drawn over here, or one more compound which I am showing over here, this one NH C double bond O and CS3, that is nothing but as a acetanilide. Acetanilide. So these are the different compound monosubstituted. So this is a general thing which we have discussed over here. I think remaining discussion we will discuss in our next lecture. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.